as somebody who has a YouTube channel that deals with comics, nerd culture, TV shows, movies, but I'll stick with comics this time around. I talk a lot about the things that tend to just aggravate me with the way that these modern comics are done, where you just have to wonder if these people have any common sense going into anything at all. It's like they deliberately want to do these things to just aggravate the sin out of you, and you can't, for the love of Christ, understand why. Now, I've broken this down into 7 topics, 7 main verses. And by verses, I mean, like, you know how there's the multiverse? Well, I've given all these things a verse just like the multiverse that really just, God, it pisses me off. The amount that they do is just baffling at how bad it is and how it just affects every aspect of comics to the point where it just destroys it. So let me go through these 7, and I'm just going to tell you how it just pisses me off, and then maybe you could get to understand my concern with it. So we'll start with the first one, the multiverse. Had to start with that one. Oh God, the multiverse has reached the point now where I don't want to see it, I don't want to hear about it, I don't want to think about it, I don't want to know about it, I don't want them mention it, I don't want them kind of talk about it, I don't want them even say, oh God, it has been destroyed. It's every freaking where. The multiverse used to be this cool concept that they would do every now and again. You would get a story involving certain things, so you would get a chance to see, you know, how something else would have played out somewhere else, how something else might have been done. Like, you know, when you got the crime syndicate, you're like, okay, evil version of the Justice League, not a problem, all right. Now it has just become an overblown mess. When DC Comics did Crisis to get rid of all these different multiverses and bring it back to some semblance of common sense, well, that is gone now. That is gone now. You get multiverse everywhere. It's an excuse for them to just keep doing these cheap, pathetic attempts at everything. Oh, I want to write this character that way. This is a multiverse. That is a multiverse. This one is a multiverse. That is a multiverse. How many freaking multiverses do they have? You have destroyed the concept of it. If somebody actually discovers the real multiverse right now, that I would be sick of. It's no longer something that comes around every once in a while as just a kind of whisper, or you get a chance to say something different. No, everything is a freaking multiverse now. From DC Comics to Marvel, go back, multiverse this, multiverse that, multiverse this, multiverse that. It's not even stuck on comics. It has gone everywhere, to TV, to movies. Multiverse. For the love of God, man, it's not clever, it's not cool, it's not anything anymore. You have just destroyed the concept of the multiverse, and you won't stop, and God, that pisses me off. The multiverse needs to just go. That's why I'm going to just go. Stop talking about nothing. I've always said, you know, I don't mind a multiverse story. If you want to do one, okay. If you absolutely have to do a second one, it must have get to do it. But even that, I don't want it anymore. It's just gone. Leave it alone. Don't talk about it anymore. It's done. It's done. Gone. That's it. No more multiverse. Period. They've ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. Next up, the Wallerverse. I am sick and tired of Amanda Waller. She is every freaking way. Everywhere in DC Comics and getting Amanda Waller now. Okay, I get it. You all liked Amanda Waller. You liked her portrayal by Viola Davis and stuff, and you want to do that. But Amanda Waller is every flicking where in DC Comics. You look at Batman, she's there. Superman, she's there. Green Lantern, she's there. Teen Titan, she's there. Justice League, she's there. Oh God, Amanda Waller is literally there more than the freaking Joker, and the Joker's filled the entire freaking graveyard. Amanda Waller, I don't even understand why. Why are you all so obsessed with Amanda Waller? I don't know. Why? When Amanda Waller was cool was when she was the Wall. When Amanda Waller was the Wall, then she was interesting because you never used to see her all the time. She would come up once in a while. And let's be honest, Amanda Waller isn't some kind of villain. She's just basically a government bureaucrat. That's what she is. She's a bureaucrat who manipulates certain things. She runs the Suicide Squad, and that's what she's doing. But what to make it seem like, Amanda Waller is behind every God-blessed thing is ridiculous. I mean, people have been telling me that, Titans Beast World is really good and you should check it out. Okay, one of the reasons I don't even want to check it out is because of Amanda Waller. I'm sick of Amanda Waller. She's every freaking where. She used to be interesting as a character when she was there once in a while, when she used to show up every now and again. When she was in Justice League, the animated series, she showed up there. She was kind of the one right, but I guess she's just a bureaucrat. But no, you also want this powerful black woman to be running things. You have to put her every freaking way. When Amanda Waller used to show up once every 3 to 4 years, then she was interesting. You would have something going on, it would say, so this and the other, and then bam, it's revealed Amanda Waller is a part of it. Or Amanda Waller is pulling the strings on that. You were like, oh boy, Amanda Waller, okay, good. Then the whole thing would just play out, and then okay, she'd be gone and be all right. That's the end of it. But no, she didn't. But no, she's like an annoying house guest that won't leave. She's every freaking where. Amanda Waller has been played out to the point where I don't even like the character anymore. You're not making Amanda Waller cool and interesting anymore. You just made her insufferable. That's it. Absolutely insufferable. When she was cool, and you just destroyed that. The Waller-verse is just ridiculous. It's just everywhere and it won't stop. Give woman a break now, oh God. Next up, this one is more of a majority of it is kind of a Marvel problem more than a DC problem, but the everybody verse. Where all of a sudden there are hundreds of different versions of everybody all across time, and all of them keep showing up. I don't know about you, but I don't care about Spider-Gwen anymore. And all the different variants of Spider-Gwen. Oh, you have Captain America Spider-Gwen. You have Wolverine Spider-Gwen. You have Thor Spider-Gwen. You have this Spider-Gwen. And let's not forget the literal variants of everybody. How many different versions of Spider-Man do you need? Peter Parker is Spider-Man, not Miles Morales, Peter Parker. One version of somebody after the other. Hundreds of versions of people. I don't care about Spider-Gwen. I don't care about all these different versions of Spider-Man. And because the only Spider-Man is Peter Parker, Miles Morales is not Spider-Man. That's it. All these different versions of them, all of it. But you have Spider-Man with flicking crutches, all kind of thing. What the hell? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then even if you don't do all the different multiversal versions of these characters, you have people within the same universe taking on the mantle of these people. These people are like, that's supposed to be good. When Riri Williams became Ironheart, nobody really, because why nobody cares about Riri Williams? People want Iron Man, Tony Stark. That's it. When they decided to make Falcon Captain America, nobody cared because you know why people like Falcon and Steve Rogers as Captain America. Nobody cares about Black Captain America with wings. Nobody cares about that. Or even if you look at DC Comics, you know, in DC Comics, you have Batman, Bruce Wayne, and then all of a sudden now you have one of the Fox brothers and them decide to become Black Batman, going off to New York City. Look at the sales for that in the Twitter because nobody wants that shit. Nobody wants to read the same thing. And when it came to John Kent Superman, nobody gives a rat's behind about John Kent as Superman. You know nothing to the character. Absolutely nothing. Yara Flor as Wonder Girl. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares. You keep putting these characters in there. Everybody could literally tell exactly what you're doing and you're not doing anything to fix anything. All these different versions of people all over the flicking place. Hundreds, thousands of them. And it gets to the point when it gets absolutely ridiculous. There's this thing where I have this issue with Wolverine and Sabretooth was there, and then you see all these different variants of Sabretooth, and one of them is actually Captain America. What flicking universe Victor Crane would ever be Captain America? What? What is this thing that they did in DC Comics recently where Batwoman went to this person for all these different variants of Batman? Nobody wants that. Tell a story and move on, but no, you just keep dragging this shit out and acting like, you know, everybody's supposed to love it. God, I tell you, it grinds my gears for this shit, boy. Next up, the Quivers. I am sick to God of everybody being queer in everything. You cannot tell a story now without something. When it comes to female heroes, it's like the attack of the lesbians. Everywhere. Every freaking way. When it's not America, Chavez is Fire and Ice. Welcome to a horrible comic book where we literally walk these two women sitting down there dragging up tongue, and they have some bisexual gorilla, all this nonsense everywhere. It's like a literal infection now, running around for Pride Month, showing off rainbow flag. I don't give a rat's ass. Stop turning all these characters who are like, you know, it's the greatest thing since sliced, but it doesn't work. Look at, for instance, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. They destroyed those two characters, you know. You cannot tell a decent Harley Quinn story to save your life. You cannot tell a decent Poison Ivy story to save your life. Because why? All it has become about is shipping the two of them together. That's it. That's what all these queer betas and them want. They want to see that and nothing else, so they cannot tell a decent story about anything at all. That's all it has literally become about. You look at Marvel Comics, changing characters to fit all kind of things. Felicia had the Black Cat for years. All of a sudden, retcon it to be that, you know what? In her past, she hooked up with women out of the blue. DC Comics, Alan Scott, well, they have literally pissed all over his legacy because all they want Alan Scott to be now is just the gay Green Lantern. That's it. That's it. Iceman, Omega level mutant, cool powers. No, all he is now is just the gay mutant who goes around kissing men. That's it. That's it. Non-stop with this crap. Non-stop. Every opportunity that you get, they bring in this new Aqualad who likes to drown people and make out with his boyfriend for some reason. That's supposed to be something that people are supposed to care about. You have changing X-Men law where it turns out Mystique transformed herself into a man, gave it to a lesbian lover good, so they could produce Nightcrawler. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. This is what you're going on about. This is what you're doing non-stop, and you cannot tell a decent story to save your life. What does everybody talk about when it comes to John Kent? He and a pink hair weirdo boyfriend, nothing else. Nothing else. They can't tell decent stories at all. At all. Tim Sheridan had his whole Titans Academy. Every new character in there was a member of the alphabet community. That is it. That is it. You cannot tell a decent story because it's just square this, square that, square the other, square this, square that, square that. Oh God, man, it's going nowhere and you all won't stop. Ah, yeah, boy. Next up, the Reboot-Verse. You cannot tell a decent story without it being rebooted 100 million times. Look at DC. What have we got? New 52. What was it? You had New 52. You had Death Metal, Dark Knight, the Metal. I can't remember all of them over there. You had Reboot. All of this reboot after reboot after reboot after reboot after reboot, and does nothing for it. Anytime something kind of starts off good, you just reboot it to go back to this crap. Look at Marvel Comics. How many times can you get a #1 issue of a comic book? You have Moon Knight right now, back on #1. They rebooted that to do what? Tell the exact same story they were already telling. How many times has Captain Marvel been rebooted to oblivion? They are literally rebooting that series over 13 times. Nobody likes Carol Danvers. They keep making her insufferable as hell, but they just keep rebooting it because once they bring back out a #1 issue, everybody runs to buy it, and you know what? It disappears again. And by everybody, I mean, very few people who still care. Reboot. That's it. Reboot after reboot after reboot. Look at this story that Tini Howard was telling, and it was Swords of X, and then that Captain Britain. Look at it. It's the exact same story. They just keep rebooting it. Why? Because Tini Howard is a horrible comic book writer, but they just keep giving her opportunities to keep embarrassing herself over and over again. Reboot after reboot after reboot after reboot after reboot. We just finished with the whole Dark Crisis thing that was supposed to be something, but turned out to be nothing. Reboot after reboot. You all cannot even tell a consistent story to save it. I'm sick to God of not knowing what it is. You pick up a comic book today. 3 issues later, it's been rebooted. You don't know what, okay, is this #1? Is this #1? That one #1? When there's no consistency, just reboot after reboot. Oh God, boy. Next up, the no talent verse. Marvel and DC seem determined to not hire anybody who's competent anymore to write their books. Literally, nobody who's competent anymore. They actually want to hire them to write anything. So what do you keep getting? You keep getting these writers who have written My Little Pony or some YA graphic novel about some coming of age, sexual this or identity that, or gay this or the other, and then they're just getting brought and say, hey, you know what? Come in here. Write Spider-Man, write Batman, write Superman, write this, write that, and most of the time you have no idea who these writers are. And when you check out to see who they are, actually, you're like, oh my God, really? Or they will take the literal hack writers like Tini Howard and put the rest of the worst comics ever. And you're like, my God, destroying these characters, and sitting there looking at you and saying, you know what? You're supposed to like this. You're supposed to love how we are destroying these characters. You're supposed to be very happy that we're doing this. You literally have no idea, none, who any of these writers are, what they're doing or how they're doing anything with it. You don't know, you don't care. I'm going to say something, just writing absolute and utter garbage. When they were sending their hitmen to do things like Jason Aaron, they sent him in, destroying Punisher. He was the one behind that whole Jane Foster's Thor thing. Now I hear he's going to write Ninja Turtles or something. So it's like, my God, do you all not even like your own titles anymore? Really? You don't know who these people are. You don't know what they're supposed to be about. You don't care what it is. They're just writing garbage. That is it. Absolute lack of talent, because DC and Marvel will not pay anybody or bring in actual writers. They just want the cheapest, most pathetic people they could find who only want clout for writing, for DC and Marvel. That's it. All they want to tell us is a bunch of coming of age gays without nothing. Look at the whole Hawk Girl thing. You understand the whole Hawk Girl thing? The last issue, I actually had to do a literal review for, was just basically a bunch of lesbians who wanted to just gang rape Supergirl. That was it. That was it. This is the kind of talent that you're getting. Because why? This writer is trans. Everybody that they write must be trans. This person is gay. Everybody that they write must be gay. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. Like this thing in Marvel with Sam Nuss, the character, this guy created whose mutant power is to trap men for 1,000 years in their mind so he could sleep rape them. Oh God. Eh. And finally, the event-verse. Oh my God, I cannot tell you how sick to my stomach I am of events. Every flicking 2 to 3 months is another event. This is an event. That is an event. This is an event. This one is also an event. That's an event. This is an event. This is an event. You will have a story going, even if it's kind of good, and they will stop it to tell this event so that has nothing to do with anything, and then move on. And most of the time, the tie-in books to these events do absolutely nothing. When they were doing Dark Crisis, they had some of these tie-in event books. They had Teen Titans. What in God's name that Teen Titans book had to do with Dark Crisis? I don't know. It was just an attempt to basically tell everybody, listen, if you ever loved Teen Titans from before, you're a racist, sexist, homophobic bastard. That's it. One event after another. Right now, Spider-Man have a gang war event going on that apparently he's not doing anything in. Yes, I did hear some people say that, the Luke Cage title was actually really good, but other than that, one event after the next, you don't even know what you're going on. Why? Event after event after event. I'm telling you, literally everything is an event. They just had Lazarus Planet. What did that accomplish? Not a damn thing. One event after the next, that's all you keep getting. They already have more events. They already have more events coming, and another event coming, and a next event is going to be coming, and another event after that, and a next event again, and this event, and that event, and this one event, and that event. When events used to come every couple of years, because you would slowly build up to something. Most of the time, you had these individual books running their story going on, okay, no problem. And then every few years, everybody would be on board and come together to do this actual big event. You don't get that anymore. You don't get that anymore. You have this person, someone says, you know what, I want to do this event, and then everybody automatically has to just drop whatever they're doing and go into this event. And are the events ever good? No. No, they're not. One event after the next, I'm telling you, it drives me freaking insane. You can't keep up. You don't know what's going on. And by the end of it, you don't care. You literally don't care. So there it is, people. Those are the 7 verses that just piss me off so much when it comes to comic books today. It's not even funny. Every one of them, the Multiverse, the Wonderverse, the Everybody-verse, the Quiver-verse, the Reboot-Verse, the No Talent-verse, the Event-verse, they all culminate to make some of the worst, literal worst comic books ever. And you keep getting it at all of them. You see the big 2, Marvel and DC, fully do this nonsense, and they have no intention of ever stopping. God, this just pissed me off. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I put a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Oh God, this pisses me off. Take care.